All right, everybody, here we go. This is my extra lovely today post-market wrap-up on this Monday, November 12th, 2018. Look, what happened? What happened today? All right, let's talk about what happened today. You got the crybabies over there on CNBC. They're crying. Really, what happened? Okay, so the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 602 points, or 2.3%, and they're calling it ugly. They're calling it all kinds of nice little names, but ugly seems to be the one they were pushing all day long. No, I really don't think this was too ugly. It could have been ugly if you were on the wrong side of it, but if you happen to be on either the right side of it or holding a credit spread like me, I don't give a damn. Doesn't matter to me at all. As a matter of fact, I did something I said I would not do earlier today because of this hard sell-off. Towards the end of the day, I did add new positions, of course, credit spreads, and I did post these positions right on my lovely website, tradersfreakingchoice.net. There's a link in the description of this video if you want to go have a look at them. Look, this is too much, really. So I don't care. This was nothing. This is not ugly. A 2.3% sell-off in the Dow, whatever. The NASDAQ was maybe a little, no, that wasn't ugly either. None of this was ugly. And again, I've been explaining people for a very long time, and I know all of you get it. But this in the market, get used to it. This is the way it's going to be here for a while. People are not used to this. This is normal. We're just used to the market going in one direction with barely any moves. So volatility in the market, well, welcome back to reality. This is the way it's supposed to be. But again, the people over there on the card, they don't know what to do with themselves. I can't take it. I really can't take it. With that said, what happened to the dollar today? This was pretty profound. I mean, this was pretty profound. It's this dollar strength here, and we're going to need to see how this plays out tomorrow. Speaking of that, let me clarify something here. If you were to go to my website, traderslovelychoice.net, I have that bond market chart for you, to which I allude to every day. If you noticed, despite the fact that the bond market was closed today, that chart was moving. Well, why is that? It's very simple. That is the total bond ETF, or exchange traded fund. So despite the bond market being closed, the ETF still trades. Use that on a day like today as a guide for yourself. In fact, it's almost like a godsend. You saw what was going on. They were buying it up. The ETF was being propped up earlier today. This may give us a sign that tomorrow we may see some propping up here of the bond market. That will put a floor under the stock market. And again, I will say this for the billionth time. The dollar is the fly in the ointment, people. It was the fly in the ointment today. And don't you love the card? How many of you were watching the card today? You know, them over there? Oh, no one's talking about the dollar. No one. Well, obviously, no one on their idiotic show is talking about the dollar. But I've been talking about the dollar for the longest time and explaining to you all how this works. They think you are dumb. They think you... Let me tell you something. If you follow this blog... You could probably talk circles around every single person that they have on any of the lovely cards. It's too much. It really is. It drives me freaking crazy. So anyway, with that said, sell-off today being described as ugly. No, it wasn't ugly. And that's all a matter of perspective, how ugly you thought it was. Or, you know, sure, like I say, if you had naked calls here on the Dow, the S&P, or the NASDAQ, yeah, it was pretty ugly for you today. And this is why I've been saying trade credit spreads, trade credit spreads. So you can sit pretty like me, and you can be laughing at all this. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so a couple of flies in the ointment. You know what they are. The dollar's number one, crude oil number two. This bear market in crude, they're like, pushing this home like you can't believe on every single one of the cards. Like I said, God forbid you might start to pay less for gasoline or energy. You ever notice that? I posted this on all of my social networks. Whenever crude oil goes up, like the same day, you go to your gas station, right? If you have a gasoline-powered car. Me, I have an electric car, so I don't care. But you watch gasoline go up that same day. Now, for weeks, we've been watching crude oil go down. Guess what? Gasoline prices aren't dropping. Isn't that interesting how that plays out? Look, people, understand, and I know you get this. This is not a free market at all. This is not capitalism. This is a rigged market for which there is no price discovery mechanism behind one single asset. None, zero, that's it. It's all being propped up by world central banks who have created a monster of epic proportions here, punishing savers, punishing anyone who is not in the stock market. If you're in the stock market, you got rewarded pretty well. But if you were not, you got killed in this whole thing here. It's a shame. It really is. But that's the environment we are in. That's the environment we're going to remain in for as far as the eye can see. And again, you know what to do. You're going to be watching the dollar. You're going to be watching the bond market. That's what you're going to do. And maybe you're going to watch some crude oil too. You're going to watch it fall off. Did you watch this too? So you got the card, all the cards. Oh, FANGs stocks, FANGs stocks, Jim Cramer, FANGs stocks. No. Don't look at the financials. No, how they're getting hit real hard because, they're the ones who are bankrolling the energy sector and have massive investments in crude oil. No, don't look over there. Look at the FANGs. Look at the FANGs. Look here, don't look here. It's unbelievable that what they do or what they try to do. Most people follow along like this. You see, look. I'm losing it. Anyway, we're going to get together tomorrow in the same place, have more fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for me. It's going to be fun for you too. So let's watch this loveliness again. No matter what happens, no matter what. Right here, and all around you are little puffs of loveliness. And that's the way it's going to be. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.